I don't think men like women anymore. You see, I cook, I clean, I take care of the kids, I do everything right, and yet I'm still single. I just don't get it.
Today I realized that I don't need no man. I want a man. I do. But I don't need him. I want him. But I don't need him. I don't need no man.
I don't need no man.
So, imagine creating a problem to prevent people from taking a certain action in public. In this case, it is approaching women in the street, in public places, right? You know, a simple, hey, how are you? Men in the West were told that it is creepy to approach women. That is unless you are handsome, right? Now, imagine the same group of people that created the problem asking, hey, why aren't men approaching women anymore? Buh, 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 buh. Guys, it's your boy Andy Matrix. I'm back on Angry Guys YouTube channel. If you have not heard of me, check out Angry Matrix Gaming, where I talk about anime, gaming, Japanese culture, all those things, right? Go ahead and check those things out. I'm trying to reach 3,000 subscribers. If you'd like to help out with that, click the link in the description. Thank you very much. And guys, also make sure to follow Angry Guy on Rumble. He's releasing some exclusive content over there, content that he's not allowed to release on YouTube. So if you want to see that content, make sure to click the link in the description. Follow Angry Guy on Rumble. And also, the future's going digital. If you want to secure your financial future in the digital age, check out Angry Guy's Crypto Academy, where he's going to teach you how to buy and sell crypto, and also which coins to buy that are going to be the most profitable. And guys, YouTube has gone absolutely insane. Help us get pushed by the algorithm. Hit the like button, hit the comment, comment below, subscribe to the channel. And now, let's get on with the show. So take it from me. Someone that actually went to pickup artist boot camps. Those dating coach boot camps. Those pickup artists, those dating coaches from the, back in the 2000s and 2010s. Guys like David D'Angelo, Mystery, Neil Strauss that wrote the book The Game. That book The Game was a very popular book. I don't know if it's still selling, but I doubt it in this climate it's actually selling. But Neil Strauss was a very popular guy for writing that book, The Game. And also there was RSD. There was RSD Julian and RSD Tyler. Those were the two most popular guys in the RSD group. In the early 2010s, they used to be some of the most popular guys, coaches on YouTube. And, they taught, an entire group of, a generation of dudes how to approach women, how to get girls, how to get over your fear of approaching girls, right? And I went to some of those, right? I actually went to some of those in California. Remember all those pickup artists? All these pickup artists, they were from the 2000s and 2010s, right? And as a shy person back then, as a shy person that learned to pick up girls and has gone through these dating coaches boot camps, I'm telling you, it is not worth it anymore. Look, I have read, I think, about 50 different types of books. In the 2010s, I was buying courses on, how to approach, how to pick up girls, ebooks, video courses, all those things. And I used to go out to the malls with a group of guys here in America, and we would approach girls. We would go to New York City, we would go to malls, we would go to public places, to bars and clubs, and learn how to pick up girls, right? Because I was a very shy person. I really wanted to learn how to do this, And I would say that back in the 2000s, in the 2010s, it was worth it because girls were different. Life in the West, in Western countries, was different. However, it is now an all-out war in the dating scene. It's not worth it. Look, it used to be that you approach 10 girls, and your chances are you get one phone number, right? You talk to 10, get one. Talk to 10, get one, right? But now you have to approach 1,000 girls. You have to do 1,000 approaches just to get a girl's Instagram account. Do you know how crazy that sounds? So you're not even getting a phone number anymore. Everybody's like too afraid to talk on the phone. You know? Anyways, so today we're going to have manhood cover this story. We're going to be doing commentary on manhood covering this topic, so here we go.
I don't think men like women anymore. You see, I cook, I clean, I take care of the kids, I do everything right, and yet I'm still single. I just don't get it.
He hates you, they hate us. Men do not like us.
Most men would see this and immediately dismiss it as hyperbole. But what they should do instead is look at why it is true for women that they feel like men hate us. This statement is emotionally true for many women. We feel like men hate us. And what that actually means is a whole bunch of things. It means that many men do actually hate us. It means that we feel that the patriarchy has set women up to fail. We feel that the patriarchy is against us. And we know that a lot of the time men don't love us. They love what we do for them.
Respect and admiration of women is a fantasy. Women see us as a tool to use for money and status. We're here to serve them and their roller coaster emotions. We don't matter to them at all. And please don't give me this patriarchy BS. What rights do we have that you don't?
But there's something to be said about age and experience, life experience. A lot happens in your 20s, and things level out.
Getting
when you
ran
get
through
older.
in baggage and trauma.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
There's people with
men don't
emotional
want that.
intelligence.
Don't like
Men don't want that in a partner.
Then why aren't they
Experience,
wifing
no.
us early? Why are they running around town? Like, you know, if they don't want us ran through in baggage and trauma, why are they like they're waiting till, like, how are we so at 20 I should be looking for 40-year-olds that are ready to settle? I don't know how to
not necessarily.
I don't know how it sounds like just a losing battle all around. If you look at it, it's like all the responsibilities.
But
like, on the
it depends
woman.
on if you're a wife. All wives are found, always. If you're 20 years old and you're a wife, you're going to be found, period. End of story.
He called her out as a hoe in the politest way, and she dodged accountability by blaming men for not marrying her younger. The logic is wild. Complain about men not wifing them up, then turn around and dismiss hard-working guys as Applebee's money material, right after he covered the bill. Pure entitlement disguised as standards.
For over 40 years, women have told men to leave them alone. Don't approach me, you creep, they would all say. And it turns out if you keep telling men to stay away from you, they will. Modern women are going on TikTok to whine about men not approaching them. Back in the day, it was simple. A guy saw a pretty woman, walked up to her and said hi. Of course, women called that predatory and patriarchy, and now everything's messed up. Men not approaching women anymore.
For years, women demanded men stop chasing, stop approaching, stop harassing. Well, men listened, and now they're done begging for attention or validation. Instead, guys are building their own lives, stacking money, finding peace, and diving into hobbies. The desperation is gone, the simping is dying, and the freedom feels better than forced validation games. Modern men are content, and many prefer it that way.
Men are providers, so go do that job, go learn a trade, go do something.
Well, you said that that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And what are you good for?
A lot of things.
Like?
I'm funny, I'm smart.
You haven't demonstrated that yet.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I'm a musician, I dance.
You dance?
The list goes on and on.
What a great quality. You can dance. What do you bring to the table, though?
What do I bring to the table?
Yeah.
I'm smart, I'm funny, I'm attractive, I have talents.
I don't know if men are so useless that their only job is to be providing for you. It sounds like you're just a typified eater. Like, I don't know what you're really bringing to the table. You're just kind of consuming resources, right?
I mean, if you want to hear the answer that I could be domesticated and I can cook and clean and do all that, I can.
No, that's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is what of value are you bringing to society?
By being me.
By being you. I'm enough.
I am enough.
Okay.
So basically, she said, I'm arrogant, I'm useless, I'm entitled, I'm boring. She brings bills to the table.
As a woman in her 30s who's been in New York for 10 years, it's really hard to watch toxic men continuously date younger and younger. Why do they do that?
What about love is love? What about why do you care? What about all those things? I think they're stupid concepts, but she's the exact type of person who would say that shit. It all goes out the window when they don't agree. Yes, you're 30 and you're single and you're angry that the men your age are looking past you and are looking to date younger women. I'm sorry, but this is the world we live in.
That is right, guys. That is right. And as we're heading into the older digital future, you're going to want to invest into cryptocurrency to protect your finances in the future. So go ahead and check out Angry Guy's Crypto Academy, where he's going to show you how to buy and sell cryptocurrency and which coins to buy that are going to be the most profitable in the future. So click the link in the description, check out the Crypto Academy. Take it away, Angry.
Hey guys, in a world pushing you to own nothing and be happy, crypto is your key to survival. Join Angry's Crypto Academy to master buying, selling, and trading crypto. Make huge profits and safeguard your wealth. Plus, discover the one crypto virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. The link is in the description of the video below. Go check it out now.
So, in the beginning of the video of manhood, in this video, these girls were saying that men hate us. Oh, men hate us, the patriarchy, yada, 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 right? Excuse me, do you not remember all those campaigns against men? The hashtag Me Too, the media talking about how men are creepy. All these girls on podcasts like Fresh and Fit, the whatever podcast, saying things like, unless you got a six-pack, making six figures, and you're 6 feet tall, we are not interested. Yeah. Basically, all of a sudden, around the country and like all over the world, many of these girls, their egos got so inflated, and it was, they were all going for the 666. The 666. Man, people need to read the Bible, man. People need to read the Bible. If you read the Bible, or if you're a Christian, you know that the number 666, okay, that is the number of Satan, right? The number of the devil, the mark of the beast, right? And as we're heading into the end times, this 666 number is going to keep appearing. And I'm not trying to be all biblical here, but it's just the irony that the six-pack, six-figure, 6 feet tall, the 666, it all points to something evil. It all points to something evil. But anyways. And of course they don't remember that. They don't remember the media attacking men in that way. So why are they complaining now? Last I remember, pickup artists were creepy and girls don't want you to approach them unless you are attractive and handsome. And it's not that girls don't want you to approach them, but rather is that they only want attractive men to approach them. That they only want attractive men to approach them. That's how it is. That's how it is. So let's go back to manhood, and I'll tell you my thoughts later on. Here we go.
Men dating younger isn't toxic, it's practical. Younger women usually bring less baggage, entitlement, and bitterness, while women in their 30s often show up with resentment, unrealistic demands, and a ticking biological clock. Men don't owe anyone a rescue from poor choices. They simply pick what benefits their peace and future. Dating is a marketplace, and reality, not feelings, sets the terms. Men are just choosing wisely.
The most frustrating thing about men is the fact that they refuse to acknowledge when they are being flirted with. They'll go, "You're so handsome," and they just go. They look so confused to the point where you're like, they obviously want nothing to do with me. That's okay. Won't do that again. And later you find out they liked you the whole time. So, what?
Men are done decoding mixed signals and playing guessing games. If you're interested, say it directly. Don't expect him to read between the lines. Modern men value clarity over confusion, and they won't waste time chasing breadcrumbs. Either bring honesty to the table, or watch him move on without hesitation. Simplicity and truth beat games every time.
We told men to step back, sit down, and be quiet. And now we wonder where all the good men went. Newsflash, they did exactly what a whole lot of women and angry feminists asked them to do. We confused toxic masculinity with masculinity itself. And now good men are standing down, afraid to lead, simply because they prefer to keep their peace.
Women can't be mad at this reality. It's the one they demanded. Years of telling men to sit down, shut up, and do better led to exactly this: men pulling away. Demonize masculinity, push men out, mock their efforts, and eventually they stop showing up. That's not tragedy, that's consequence. The reality women face now isn't unfair. It's the earned result of choices and narratives they built themselves.
Like, would you date an average guy?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Let's
for
say
sure.
he's got an averagely nice personality and he's pleasant.
Okay, if you're all average all across the board, probably not, no. You need something to stand out. If you're gonna be
Why?
average and low, why? Because who wants to date,
Aren't you average?
I guess everybody's average, but when you're trying to present yourself to somebody,
You know what? You've actually just made the case for female hypergamy. You're, in my estimation, you strike me as a fairly average woman. I'm not saying that to be insulting, yet you need a guy to set himself apart, to be more than just average.
I don't. I just
You
need
just
to
said it.
put a
The reason men are walking away is simple. Modern women bring nothing but entitlement, drama, and disrespect. They burned the bridge with their own behavior. Gentlemen, invest in cat food stocks because the future is clear. These women are destined for loneliness, bitterness, and regret.
These are two things that men want that women do not understand. One is that they want reciprocation. And it's not that hard, ladies. Text him first sometimes. Ask him how his day went. Ask him what went wrong. Love him with as few conditions as possible. And just be patient with him. The fact is that most men have experienced relationship after relationship with unbalanced efforts. It's been primarily him putting forth efforts without reciprocation. And then he's been burned and he's not doing that again. 2, he wants you to understand that he will never be perfect. At some point, he will be inconsistent. Sometimes he will be impatient. Sometimes it will be hard for him to handle your mood swings. He just needs to be able to have a bad day or even just a bad moment without it blowing up everything. Because he wants you to be steady in your love for him and to realize that that bad moment, that bad day does not redefine him. That it's actually everything else that he's done right that should define him.
An alien concept for modern women, for sure. The very fact that women need to be reminded of this truth shows how deep the entitlement runs. Men are owed love and respect too, yet rarely receive it. Instead, their efforts are dismissed, while women demand more. The imbalance is glaring, and men are finally done playing along.
Men don't need women, women need men. Men could survive without women. If all the women disappeared tomorrow, men would be fine outside of reproduction. Women need men. If tomorrow they made artificial wombs, what would they need a woman for? Who's a better companion, men or women? So men built the world. All the hard jobs are done by men. If men disappeared tomorrow, society would collapse. Men built the world that we complain about.
Arguably, one of the driving forces for men doing what they do is women.
Is women.
I think men built this world for women.
What I'm saying is men could survive without
we
women.
could.
Because men can be alone, women can't. Women are social beings. We need attention. And men don't. You don't see women going out to the woods and just roughing it. That's a man thing. Who's camping and fishing? It's not us.
Facts. Peace and silence beat the chaos every time. No nagging, no games, no emotional landmines. Just freedom to live on your own terms. Being alone isn't loneliness, it's clarity. That calm, that control, that unmatched peace. Men are choosing it, and they're not looking back.
You know something? I find that absolutely hilarious because girls are always complaining that men don't listen, men don't listen, men don't listen. And you know what? I'll be fair. You know, throughout history, men do tend to be more stubborn with certain things. However, now that we are listening, it's like, oh, shit. Oh, why did you actually listen to me? So, what are guys doing if they're not picking up girls, if they're not approaching and all that stuff? Well, first of all, Modern day life is not built for the comfort of picking up girls. Okay, modern life is not built for the comfort of picking up girls, unless you got money, right? Unless you got money, because this inflation and everything becoming more expensive, men are doing the smart thing. You know, guys are staying at home, working a lot, saving money. They might hang out with the boys on the weekends, play some video games, right? Watch some movies, some sports, whatever. But aside from that, they are not socializing much. They're not socializing. And secondly, Western culture has become so corrupted, antisocial, and depressing that many men are just giving up, or they are like me. You know, they're taking their passports and flying to another country to find a wife. That's what they're doing. Okay? And I mean, if you go on the internet, now the internet is flooded. It's flooded with videos saying, oh, and America is the depressing country. America is a depressing country. Same thing with Canada. Same thing with the UK. You know, the West is, the countries in the West are depressing. All we do is work, 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 bills, 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 pay bills, pay bills. You know, they keep taking money out of your tax. You got to pay for everything. You walk outside your house, you got to pay. Every time you walk outside your house, like $100, $300, man. So people just stay home. And some of you might say, but everywhere is like America. Everywhere, other countries are like America. No. Sorry, I disagree. Look, not everywhere is like America. Just because other countries have smartphones and watch American media and movies does not mean that they buy into the same ideas. For example, okay, in the Philippines, it's hard for Western companies to sell women on the idea of feminism. Okay, for the simple fact that Filipinas are very Christian, Filipinas are very traditional, they love having children. And they actually really, 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 really love men. Okay, Filipinas love men. Okay, same thing in many Latino countries like Colombia. You know, that's why you see a lot of black dudes going to Colombia. That's why, because Colombian women, they love men. They love masculinity. They love masculinity. Right? So women love men. In those countries, women love men so much that it is hard to get even a small fraction of that population in those countries to be feminists. It's very difficult because people in those countries have different priorities, they have different beliefs, and they just don't buy into certain ideas. You know, not every country buys into the delusion like Americans do. So, save your money and look elsewhere, or you could stay in America and be a bachelor, and it will be easier to survive in America as a bachelor. You know, that's just my advice. And but hey, whatever your thoughts are, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like this video, comment below, share this video. Everybody, thank you for listening. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed.